What's going on? Travis here, trainaggressive.com, coming at you. Here we are, 2015 CrossFit Open, and the first workout has been released, and this is an awesome setup. I'm pretty excited about this one for a couple different reasons. Number one, it's just not a Metcon fest. It's got the Metcon aspect to it, but it's going to really separate people, I guess the serious players, from just the Metcon masters, so to speak. With the second part, which is the clean and jerk, we can really see people put some work in and show us what they got in terms of putting some heavy ass weight on the bar and moving that weight while tired. All right, and that's really what it comes down to with the sport of fitness. If you can move heavy weight when you're extremely fatigued, that's a huge benefit for you. So that's what 15.1 is throwing at us. First section, 9-minute AMRAP. We got 15 toes to bar, 10 deadlifts, 5 snatches. All right, trying to get as many reps as you can with those 3 movements. And then at the 9-minute mark, we get another 6 minutes to crank out a 1-rep max clean and jerk. And it's going to be pretty exciting to see what kind of numbers people can crank out. And so I'm just going to kind of go over my attack plan for 15.1 to help you out. So the first section, we got a 9-minute AMRAP. All right, so kind of a moderate, in terms of length, moderate Metcon there, 9 minutes. So definitely don't want to turn this into a sprint from the get-go, because if you do, you're going to hit about 4 or 5 minutes and you're going to be totally cashed out. And obviously, looking at the movements, it's very posterior chain intensive, so we already know the deadlifts are going to start to tax us out a little bit. Really not that heavy of weight, 115 pounds, but you know, doing a lot of reps over and over and over is going to definitely tax us. Most important thing that we're going to want to focus in on is obviously going to be grip. All right, so going to be wanting to avoid redline at all at any means necessary. All right, so let's go ahead and dig into these. So first movement, toes to bar, 15 reps. If you are solid at toes to bar, I would say maybe 8-7 first couple of rounds, kind of speed it up for you a little bit. But if you're struggling with these, I would go to 5 reps right off the get-go. So you're thinking 3 sets of 5 every single time, hit 5 reps, drop off the bar, shake the hands out, get right back up on the bar. Short little breathers, all right? The longer you hold on to the bar, that's gonna get you to redline a lot quicker. So we want to make sure we avoid that by just hitting quick sets of 5, drop off, jump back up, and get back to it. As far as your hands go, if you tear in this workout, you're pretty much done, all right? Because you're thinking deadlifts, snatches, it's going to be freaking very difficult to hold on to the bar. And then when you get to the clean and jerks, if your hands are torn up, not good. So you're pretty much done from the get-go if you tear. So take care of your hands. Get your hands taped up if you need to. Some gymnastic straps if you got them. I'd maybe tape up the bar as well, but definitely have chalk, tons of chalk, and just make sure you do not tear. So we're thinking sets of 5 right off the get-go. If you're a little more advanced and you know you got toes to bar in your wheelhouse, maybe 8-7, but still that might be a little bit too much in regards to cashing out your grip pretty quick. So toes to bar right there. Next we got our 10 deadlifts. All right, 115 pounds, not very heavy, but we still want to go slow and steady on these deadlifts. All right, crank them out. Your goal should definitely be to hit these, you know, unbroken. We got 10 of them, but something to remember on your deadlifts: breathe. All right, these aren't super heavy, and so you don't have to like be super tight. Obviously, we want to remain tight in the midline, but we should be coming up. Breathe out at the top. Nice deep breath on the way down. Touch and go. Nice and steady breathing, because if we're cranking these out really quick, not breathing, holding our breath the whole time, it's going to jack that heart rate up, and you're just going to be struggling. And our whole goal with this thing is to nice, slow, steady pace, control that heart rate as best we can. And like I said, go unbroken on the deadlifts. If you have to break it up, if that grip starts getting to you, 5 and 5. We can't allow any more sets than that. So 2 sets, you know, get your 5, drop the bar at the top, quick breath, shake the hands out, and go. That's if your grip is bothering you. But I would definitely go alternated grip from the get-go. So I would switch every set. So every set, you're switching up your grip. So those are your deadlifts, pretty basic. That's kind of going to be the area where we get our rest, all right? Especially if we control that breathing on every rep. Next, we're looking at the snatches. Again, not a super heavy weight here, but it can start to get pretty heavy pretty quick. As far as the transition goes, with the deadlift, do not try to be a badass and go straight to your snatch right after your 10th rep or your deadlift. Drop the bar after your deadlift. Shake out the hands, take maybe 5, 10 seconds, get set for your snatch, because we want to go unbroken on your snatches for as long as we can. And this, if you've been doing, unbroken sets of Olympic lifts, so if you've been working your snatches unbroken, technique and cycling is going to be everything. So we got to make sure we're keeping that bar nice and close. When we're bringing it back down, it should be coming back down in a nice straight path, down to the hips, dropping right back into it, boom, going right back into your rep. If you have to break these up, I would definitely recommend trying to get a bigger set to start. It's always a little bit easier mentally. So getting like a quick set of 3, drop the bar at the top, reset, get your next 2, and then you're done with your reps. But if possible, we want to try to go unbroken with those, and it's all about efficiency, all right? If that bar starts getting out and away from you, obviously it's going to be ripping on the grip, but it's also going to take a lot more energy, so you got to think efficiency the whole time. Hook grip for sure to help that grip, and then like I said, slow and controlled on these. So we don't want to think about this as like an Isabel, so boom, as fast as you can, 5 reps. Nice and easy pace with the snatches, because again, we want to control that heart rate. All right, if you bang out 5 quick reps, that's going to boost that heart rate up pretty high. So kind of slow yourself down on those snatches. Again, if you're a little more advanced, it's definitely not going to be a super heavy weight for you. It's going to feel pretty light at the start, but control yourself, especially with those first few sets. All right. So that takes care of the first 9-minute AMRAP right there. Okay, overall, like I said, nice and easy pace. So control your pace. You don't want to go out too fast and cash yourself out. Once you hit the 7.5 minute mark, then we can kind of increase that pace a little bit and just really start to try to tack on the reps. And then on the transitions there, make sure you take your time. So toes to bar. You don't want to be running over to the deadlift and just immediately go into it. Give yourself a good 5 to 10 seconds on the transitions just to kind of shake things out, reset, and then go. Especially if we're attacking these in these smaller sets. So 5s, unbroken like I said, and then unbroken on the snatches. So the transitions are going to be key on those. Just really thinking about that. So moving on from there. Then you go into a 6-minute AMRAP or 6-minute time cap to build to a heavy clean and jerk. So 15.1A, what I would say before we get to that, you're thinking probably 50-60% for your first rep just to get a rep in, all right away. So obviously you're going to be taking some weight off the bar, putting some weight on the bar. So you're thinking probably about 60% of your 1 rep max clean and jerk right off the get-go so we can get a good rep in. Overall, you're thinking 6 minutes. You're going to be wasting some time, resting from the 9-minute AMRAP. So you're thinking probably about a good 5 minutes that we're going to get here. If possible, we're thinking 4 to 5 attempts max. So you want to have a definite kind of go-to plan in regards of what weights you're going to want be hitting for this section. You don't want to go into it blind, so obviously thinking about your 1 rep max, I would set up a 3-way plan. So what? Hit that 60% real quick, and then maybe go up 10, 15 pounds, hit your next set, and then kind of have a plan in regards to weights that you're going to hit. So let's just say, just use an example, say going into it, I want to hit 200, 225, and then I really want to hit, 245, 255. All right, that's your goal right there. So those 3 weights, have those kind of set in your mind. But what I would definitely do is for your final rep, give yourself enough time to rest. Hit that final rep around the 15-second mark. So give yourself plenty of time to make sure to get that full clean and jerk in. Obviously, you don't want to be waiting around, and you only have 10 to 5 seconds left. So I think 15 seconds. After you get a good 3, maybe 4 attempts in before that, go for that final rep. Load it up, wait around until you got a good 15 seconds left to hit it. All right, so that's the attack plan on the second part. Overall, kind of looking at this, as far as like warming up, I would definitely start off with a clean and jerk warm up, build up to a heavy clean and jerk. Hit some singles, building up. You're definitely going to want to give yourself about 30, maybe 45 minutes of warming up, getting that body good and ready to go, good sweat going on, but you'll definitely want to prime that nervous system, feel that heavy weight with the clean and jerk before you get into this. If you don't do that and you get to that weight's going to feel super heavy. It's going to be heavy anyways, coming off that 9-minute AMRAP, but that's kind of overall plan right there. So hope that helps you out. Really can't think of anything else other than I'm just freaking excited to hit this, as I hope you are too. So go into it. It's just another workout, and it's all about going 110% ham, pushing yourself to the limit, and living and training aggressive. So drop any thoughts, comments, questions you got under the video, and like I said, time to go 110% ham. Let's hit this open 2015 horde, and here we go.